Today I'm just going to go through some of these holsters I bought lately and maybe give y'all some shortcuts to, some good ones and some bad ones. First off, we have Warriorland, and it's smooth, it clicks, it holds the gun, but yet it comes out easy. This one fits a G-Force or Glock 26, same size either way. It's a pretty good holster. I like it, probably best of all of them. And then we have a SD 40 2.0. It's a Warriorland. It's good click. Love it. It's been a good one. I carry it. She don't scuff my gun up too bad. It's one of my favorite pistols, by the way. And then I have some other type of holsters. It's just the ones that I have holsters for. 856 Taurus, 38 Special. This is just a little Temu model for sticking in your pocket or your waistband, however you want to do it. I like them. They don't print, so it's good. And next up, G3C. And this is Bullet Tech. It's a little harder to get in and out. I had to do some work on it. I had to add some screws in here, some nuts in there, extend it because it was so tight, it was just hard to get in and out, and it flops around in there a little bit. And it does scuff it a little bit right there, going in and out, because it's hitting them big bubbles. But it's okay. It does good. I carry it too. And let's see. Another Temu. Walther P22Q. And by the way, these Temu ones are all the same size. And some of these other ones will fit in there, like the OG and the G-Force, the Taurus. But the Walther P22Q fits in there perfect too. I don't think I need to carry anything big on with this little 22. And we have another one of the Temus. This one carries the 38 Special. .638 hammerless. She's a little dirty. I need to clean her, but she came with that coating on it, and the coating was peeling. I didn't like that, so I took it down and polished it. And if I had a 642, I'd do the same thing, because I see them sitting in pawn shops peeling. Anyway, that's another Temu case, same size. And last but not least, Springfield XD Mod 3. And this is Whole Guns. Their little holster, if you call it that. This one is one of the worst holsters, I think. I've had to heat it. I've had to adjust it. And now I got it where to go. But I had to heat it. It wouldn't even grab it. Right in here, I had to heat it and put an indention in it. You can see that. Because it just wouldn't stay. No matter how tight I tighten that. I tried smaller screws, everything. Nothing would work. It's just, they need that in it. That makes it. And it's not perfect now, but it's better. But I would never order another whole guns holster again. But that's them. Some of them. I ain't got holsters for all of them, but. And let's talk about the bloggers on YouTube. I see a lot of them put down a bunch of good guns, just nitpicking them, you know. Like, for instance, the resets. You know, a lot of people don't even notice the resets or think about the resets until they watch YouTube, and then somebody has to tell them about them, you know, and say, oh, it don't reset fast enough, and then the next thing you know, you got what the Yankee Marshal calls a tactitard. Everything's got to be tactical. Everything's got to be perfect. And it's not really that way. Another thing people pick on is stippling. It's got to have certain stippling. If it don't, I'm going to buy it and stick it on there, or I'm not going to buy it, you know. Back in the day, we shot guns that were completely slick and held them, you know. Unless you just got clammy dick hands or something. You can hold a gun if you're a man. If you can't hold one, you don't need to be holding it. You don't need a gun. But stippling is not the biggest deal in the world. Another thing, everybody wants the Picatinny rail. It's got to have it or I don't want it. I've got guns without it. It don't affect me at all. My mother was a cop. She went to FBI school. And they taught her not to use shiny guns. Also, not to use lights on guns, not to use lasers on guns, because, of course, this was in the old days. My mom's 80-something now. But they said that most criminals shoot toward the light. They shoot toward shiny stuff. They see you. Even if you got that flashing SWAT light going on your gun, they know where to shoot at. It's not going to blind them when you're having a shootout and the other person's, you know, 40 yards away. The flashing light's not going to affect them. They're going to shoot toward the light. They're going to shoot close to the light. They're going to get somebody. Anyway, the trigger, the rail, the stippling, and last but not least, everybody's got to have a optic on top. If the gun don't have an optic, you know. And when people start carrying guns, the new people, the last thing they're thinking about is optics and stippling and rails and reset, you know. They just want a gun. And people are trying to like run it for them, and you got to buy the best, you got to buy the most expensive, and it's not really like that. These things right here are just as dependable as the expensive ones. I've owned real expensive ones, and they do the same thing. Just as reliable. I actually sold them because I couldn't sleep at night worrying about having a $1,000 gun. I sleep better with a $300 gun that gets the same job done. And most people that own guns, they're not out the range shooting every day. They're not doing thousands of rounds, except for the YouTubers and stuff like that. But they're They go out in the yard and pick it off a few times and get a good hang of it. That's it. They're not shooting every day. They're not wearing guns completely out. It's sometimes the internet is just turned full-blown tactitard. And like I say, I don't like everything that the Yankee Marshal says, but sometimes he does say some right stuff. I follow him, but he's made me mad a few times. But there is some stuff that he says that makes sense just because of his experience over the years. And you got to take the good with the bad sometimes. Sometimes you can learn stuff from people that you really don't really care for. You don't care for whatever it is, the reason, their politics or their religion or whatever it is, whatever the reason, or they divorced their wife and cheated on them, whatever. But still, some people have experience and they share their experience, and it's good and bad. I'm not an advocate for the Yankee Marshal by any means. I like all of them. I follow so many people. It's just so many good ones that I follow, and I look forward to seeing their videos every week. And I learn, and some of this stuff that I learn from them, I don't care about, and so I just let it go. That's the good and the bad. You let the bad go. It's just simple. Home defense. You don't have to spend a fortune for home defense. And all these people are going to be in the comments probably saying, well, you want something that's going to be dependable. I've seen Glocks jam. I've owned Glocks. I've had Glocks jam. I've had them where they wouldn't shoot straight. I've had them where they slide bite me. I mean, I've had Colt Pythons, the big ones. And it's just a lot of hype. Yeah, the Glocks are good. They have a place. And the Glock clones, to me, are even better. But, you know, that's just me. I'm not down on any gun. I like all guns. And they all have a place. And they all have people that want them. And if you want to spend a fortune for a gun, then good. If you got something to brag about at the same time and you become part of some little club or something, and if you want to buy cheap ones, you can be part of the cheap club and be just as happy. You have $1,000 and you have $700 in your pocket because you bought a $300 gun. That's good to me. But if you buy a $1,000 gun and you ain't got nothing left in your pocket for a while, then to me that's just, you know, it's not even responsible in a way. And there's crazier guns out there. There's guns $2,000, $3,000, $5,000. Like Wilson Combat, I like watching their show, but you go look at some of their stuff on their websites that other people are selling for $500, and they got it for $2,000-$3,000. It's just not even in the ballpark for me. I'm happy, you know, with cheap guns and reliable guns, just like this. This is a $300 gun. There's nothing wrong with it. $320. Came with a light that goes on the front of it, but I don't even use it. I got it over here. I've used it for a flashlight. It's got a heck of a light on it. It's good. CT. But anyway, it's not me. And shaming the caliber of guns. Some people don't like a 40, so they say 40's gone. And some people don't like 9. They say don't buy 9s because if something happens, all the 9mm will be the first bullets gone, you know. And they're right in some ways, and some ways they're not. But there's just people that pick at stuff that they're just picking at it. They don't even, it's just because they don't like it. They don't really know enough about it. Just like people saying there's a lot of big difference in the Mod 3 and the Mod 4. And they're the same thing. Only difference is this little piece back here is bigger and it's smoother in the front. Looks more like a Hellcat on the 4. But I like this right here. I shouldn't have to buy a 4 because, you know, I like, my hands are getting older. It's a lot easier to pull that little handle right there, that little wing. I like that. That's a plus for me. And this gun right here has been faithful. It's not jammed one time. This one here, the only problem I've ever had out of it is when I didn't pull it back fast enough and let it slap, and then a cartridge got jammed when I first bought it. But after that, I mean, there's never been a jam mechanically. Let's see, the Taurus, never had a problem with it. She goes bang every time you pull the trigger. Changed the grips on it. I like the older grip style better than I do the new ones. But I've never had a problem with it, and I've shot several boxes of rounds through it. Smith & Wesson 638. This thing right here has never given me any problem either, and I bought it. It looked terrible. Somebody had some grips on it that were glued and had glue just going all over the whole gun. But I've shot this thing repeatedly and it shoots awesome. It shoots more accurate with this little tiny barrel than some of the other guns I got. I can bullseye with this one a lot better. And let's see, Walther P22Q. It's a good gun. I was kind of scared to buy it, but it went on sale at Academy, and I thought, well, I'm gonna give it a try. I didn't want to try the Kel-Tec. You know, I've seen too many problems where people having to slap the back of it to get the bullets to go, and it's finicky with other ammo. And me, I've shot all kind of ammo through this, and I hadn't had any jams or anything. Of course, every time I shoot a gun, I clean it. I don't let them sit up dirty, and I don't let them go dry. When I get them, if they're dry, I tear them apart and look at them. Maybe that's tack-detard, huh? But anyway, I've had no problem without that. And of course, I did a recent review on this one. Taurus G3C. And it has not gave any problems. I've had no jams, no failure to feeds, no nothing. And I've shot probably a box through it, and there's been no problems. And she hits real good. If you take your time with it, she's gonna hit the target right in the middle every time. Now this one has gave me more problems than all of them, but it don't no more. G-Force GF9 Raptor. She's gave me problems. When I first got it, I carried it home. Click. Dead bullet. It was like primer strikes. Then it was failure to feed. Then it was stovepiping. It was all in one. But I took it apart, cleaned the feed ramp real good, cleaned inside the barrel, brushed it out real good with a drill. And after that, it had little issues here and there, and then it stopped completely. Now I can take this thing out and just go to town with it, no problems. Now it's dependable, but it was not dependable when I first got it. It's, like I say, it's the one that's gave me the most problem out of all of them. But yet now it's I carry it pretty much now. And that's going to about wrap it up today. I just wanted to go through some stuff and talk and get stuff off my chest, and just people, you know, downing other people's guns and stuff like that all the time. It's just in their ammo, and, you know, just let people live. You ain't got to put everybody down. It's let people live. If people can't afford $1,000 gun, don't put them down. You know, they all do the same thing. They're all good. By the way, I used to be a John Deere mechanic. I had this cut off and this one cut off. If you can see in my videos where I have a finger missing, I had these two fingers cut off, and I couldn't even move my fingers for, I don't know, 6, 7 months. Had to get it all back working. But anyway, I've had a lot of issues. I've had back surgeries, knee surgeries. Fell off of a 18-wheeler, got that ball rolling. Helping an employee tarp a load. And I was about 12 foot, 13 foot, something like that, high. And the tarp was wet. And I was trying to help him, hurry up and get tarped and get out. So I went up there to help him spread it. And my foot hit that wet tarp in just the right spot. And I went straight to a concrete floor on my knee and hip and back. No. And so that don't even have nothing to do with this John Deere thing. That was a fan got me on the transmission. But that's about all I got to say today. I just want to make a video. I hadn't made one in a while. And y'all have a good week, and we'll talk to you later.